Scanning for audio.
Welcome to a Tin Dog podcast, this time talking about the War Master Anti-Genesis. Released December 2019, written by Nicholas Briggs, Alan Barnes, and starring Derek Jacobi and Mark Gatiss. How much do I say without causing spoilers? Here's what it says on their website. A brand new 4-part adventure featuring the Master's exploits in the Time War. Fair enough. In a Time War, there is a crime that not even the Daleks would dare consider, but the Master has more than considered. He's all ready to commit. When the TARDIS returns to Gallifrey carrying his corpse, a chain of events ensues that will change established history. Old friendships will be destroyed, and dark alliances formed as the Master exploits a terrifying truth. Even for the two most powerful races, time can be rewritten. 4.1 From the Flames by Nicholas Briggs. After the Master's TARDIS returns his remains to Gallifrey to accommodate his final wishes, an intricate plot begins to change the nature of the universe forever. But even in death, the Master threatens life, and only CIA Coordinator Narvin can hope to stop him. Story number 2, The Master's Dalek Plan by Alan Barnes. Clever, see what they did with the title? As the Master infiltrates the Khalid scientific elite, the Time Lords seek to counter his interference, but while Narvin and President Livia try to stabilise the past, a new and horrifying future dawns in the wastelands of ancient Skaro. 3. Shockwave by Alan Barnes. With all known history threatened, the Daleks take desperate action to preserve their established legacy. When they cross dimensions to recruit an alternative incarnation of the Master, an uneasy alliance is formed. But can either side truly trust the other? And finally, He Who Wins by Nicholas Briggs. The Master has achieved an ultimate victory, but at what cost? Now there, the synopsises. Now normally I break them down and I talk about them all individually, but I can't do that here because they're all part of one enormously fabulous narrative. Basically, and I think you've figured this out by now, the Master travels back to just before the TV story Genesis of the Daleks and decides to have a little bit of fun on his own, to turn the Daleks not to a force of good, just to his own will, to completely rewrite history, to replace Davros, to become Davros. And this is where the story is so incredibly good. You see, we, as fans, have bought Genesis of the Daleks in every single format you can imagine. We've bought LP albums, we've bought the cassette releases, we've bought the VHS, we've bought the DVDs, we've bought the Blu-rays. Well, this time we get to buy an audio version, back to beginnings, back to basics, where the story takes place differently, because we've been steeped in this incredible story so many times. We know it off by heart. We know the slightest flicker of the switch. Everything. We know how it unfolds. And here we get to have the lines re-quoted, rewritten and sculpted for us by Jacobi. It is almost impossible to comprehend the fact that Derek Jacobi hasn't got the slightest idea what's going on. He's playing each scene emotionally. And you can't tell. You get the feeling that this guy's completely immersed in the role, in the history. He's gone back and researched everything, and he just hasn't. He's just delivering everything exquisitely, which is a testament to the writing. Superb. This is the hidden gem. It's an absolute gem and the pinnacle of this particular series so far. It's just immensely quotable. The emotional journey of this story is fairly obvious. It's be careful what you wish for, because, let's face it, without the Doctor, without interfering in his own timeline and removing the Doctor from the genesis of the Dalek storyline, and then turning the Daleks to his own will, so that the Daleks in the original timeline have to, well, contact an alternative master, Mark Gatiss, and then try and stop the most successful ruler of the Daleks ever, is just brilliant. Yes, the Master is the hero of this story and also the villain, and I'm not telling you which is which, because the Master is superb. This is utterly unmissable. So you might be tempted, you might go, oh, it doesn't really matter, it just, the storyline doesn't care, no, none of that. If ever you've been tempted by Big Finish, start here. You don't need to know that Mark Gatiss is an alternative universe master. That's it. That's literally all you need to know. You don't need to know how this fits in with Yana or anything like that. What you need for this story is something you've already got, which is Genesis of the Daleks playing so many times that it's etched into your soul, so that when the storyline rewrites itself, you know where you are. Here's the trailer. Decide for yourself, but as far as I'm concerned, it's just brilliant. So until next time, be seeing you.
Coming soon from Big Finish Productions, The War Master, Anti-Genesis.
Hear me, my brothers and sisters. Hear me. This is a final plea to you all. Death is eating my soul. My journey is at an end, so please, I beg of you from the bottom of my heart, please grant me a final resting place with full Time Lord honors. I repent my sins. I am broken. Have pity on me. Have pity on the Master.
Big Finish. We love stories.
Well, Narvin, what happened?
Madam President, I am satisfied. I have witnessed the Master's final and utter destruction.
Hooverville has moved. The 24th of October 2020 brings with it the best little Doctor Who convention in the world. Tickets available from the Derby Quad website. Guests announcement soon. That was the Tin Dog Podcast. Available on Spotify, iTunes, Acast, Stitcher and wherever good podcasts are found. Get early access to content by subscribing to the Tin Dog Podcast YouTube channel. You can support the show at patreon.com/tindog. Contact the show on Twitter @tindogpodcast or email tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. All of the things discussed are the intellectual property of others. No infringement is intended. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.